Return to Lechado D on page 138.
Lechado di Kabbalat, Ene Shabbat ne Kabbalat. Lechado di Kabbalat, Ene Shabbat ne Kabbalat. Shamor Zachor, Bedibor Echad Ishmianu, El HaMeichal Adonai Echad, U'Shemo Echad L'Shem Tiferet Ve'Tila. Lechado di Kabbalat, Ene Shabbat ne Kabbalat. Lechado di Kabbalat, Ene Shabbat ne Kabbalat. Likrat Shabbat, lechu v'nelchadim ekod, Haveracha rosh mikelem, Ne'esu ha'tzor ha'aseh, Ne'machshavat tefillah. Lechado di Kabbalat, Ene Shabbat ne Kabbalat. Lechado di Kabbalat. דודי להיקקלה, לנשבת נקבלה, ימירו שמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני, תריצי על יריש, תנפצי ונשמחה אל ההילה, לך דודי להיקקלה, לנשבת נקבלה, לך דודי להיקקלה, לנשבת נקבלה. אוי ושלום אתם לנו, גם בשמחה ובצולה טוב אמונה עם סגולה. אוי חלה, אוי חלה, לך דודי להיקקלה, לנשבת נקבלה, לך דודי להיקקלה, לנשבת נקבלה,
And so, as we have just welcomed Shabbat with the singing of Lecha Dodi, greeting the Shabbat bride, and joining in this moment of true Kedusha, of holiness, I'd like to invite to light our Shabbat candles for us any member of the Cohen family, no one in particular at all, to light our Shabbat candles for us. Judy, Gaby, why don't you come up as well and join your granddaughter as she lights our Shabbat candles. We're on page 119.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Tammy, of course, is joining us for a very short North American summer period before she goes back to school in Los Angeles, back to Hebrew Union College. Tammy, it's wonderful to have you home. Let's take a moment, let's turn to each other, wishing each other a Shabbat Shalom, especially if we don't know somebody, introduce ourselves. And I'd like to welcome those of you who are joining us through our live streaming. Page 140, Ms. Morshir.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני. במעשה ידיך רבה. מה גדול מעשיך אדוני לעוז עם ומחשבותיך. איש מעל לא ידע וחסד לא יבין אבזור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון. צדיק אתה מה יפרח כארץ לבנון לבנון יזכה שתותי בבית אדוני לחצות אלוהינו יפריחו עוד ילון בסלע תשני לעניים יהיו
We continue on page 142, Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem.
Kadosh Baruch Hu, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyonim, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Lochem L'Shalom, Malchei Hashalom, Malachei Elyonim, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Lachuni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyonim, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Lachuni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyonim, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Seder Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyonim, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyonim, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We now rise for the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמך
Amen.
נעמה דברך חירותך וימליך מלכותך וחייך מלך וחיי לכל בית ישראל. ובזמן קריב קודשה
בריחו
לעולם עם כל ברכתו ושירתו
תושבעתה ונחמתה תאמירה לעלמה
ואמרו
ברכו את אדוני המבורך ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
As we are seated, we continue on page 148 with the blessing for the evening, Ma'ariv Arabim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidbaro Ma'ariv Arabim, v'chokhma poteach sharim, v'bitbuna meshane itim, u'machalif et hazmanim, u'msader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzanot. Borei yom v'layla, volel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, u'ma'avir yom u'mevi layla, u'ma'avdil ben yom u'ben layla, Adonai tzvaot shamo. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu l'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv arabim.
Torah u'mitzvot
לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך ובשרת מאות ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל ואמרת להם, ועשו להם ציצית על כנפי ביתיהם לתורתם, ונתנו על ציצית הכנף ותיר תכלת, והיה לכם לציצית וראיתם אותו, וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לפניכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
The top of page 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Our Song of Freedom, Micha Mocha, page 158.
us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Amideinu Makinu
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Eternal One, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. V'shamru on page 162.
לעשות את השבת לדורות מרית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות מרית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות מרית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות מרית עולם. וביום השביעי שבתי נפש, שבתי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות מרית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות מרית עולם.
On page 164, we rise for the Amidah. And after the first three blessings, which we'll sing together out loud, we continue with the prayers of our hearts or the words on the page, coming together on page 180. We rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach, ufi agitehi latecha. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכה חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באחווה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, וחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומרט הגשם, מזריח השמש ומרט הטל. מכלכל חיים וחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחי ומצמיח ישועה. ולאמן אתה לחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Shabbat Shalom. Is anybody in the congregation a mathematician? Anybody good at maths? No one? Is this a Jewish congregation? Used to be, Peter, you used to be good. We're in a period right now, which I think you're aware, where we do a lot of counting. We had Pesach, and now we're in the Omer. So we're doing a lot of counting, and we'll count the Omer in just a little bit. And then like a week ago, was it a week ago? It feels like forever. When did we have the elections? 2 weeks ago. So it's further away than I thought. You can see how important it is. But it feels like the elections are still dragging on, doesn't it? Because every time you switch on the TV, there's some more news and some more ideas about what happened in the elections. But the idea behind the elections is that everybody goes to vote who's eligible, and their vote is counted, right? Even it doesn't matter what you do or don't do on the ballot paper, what you write, which party. Regardless, it's counted. You are counted as a person. You go, if you attend the polling booth, you get your name checked off. If you did what I do in the pre-polling, because I didn't want to vote on Shabbat, I'd prefer to come to shul that morning. I got an SMS saying my postal vote had been received. I felt counted. And this week's parasha, Bamidbar, in the wilderness, of the Israelites, is really one of the parashiot which counts the people of Israel to census. And the word that they use for counting is quite different from what they might use today in Israel, which is connected to the root lachshov, which is connected to the Hebrew word machshev, which is a computer. Machshev is a computer, and it's lachshov is also to have ideas. Ani choshevet, I'm thinking about something. But it's none of those words. It's not a word that we would ordinarily use when it comes to counting. The word that they use, which is the second verse of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 2, the first one says we're going to be in the wilderness, and then we're going to take a census. The Hebrew phrase, Sa'u et rosh kol ha'edat, Yisrael. And the literal translation isn't count, but lift the heads up. Lift up your head. And it doesn't actually say count, but lift up the heads and know the people who are in your midst. Can anybody think of another prayer which we say almost every week? Usually when there's a simcha, bar mitzvah, where we might use the phrase lift up. I'll give it to you. How's that? I won't make you work too hard tonight. But you'll know it when I say it. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. And then it goes, Yisa Adonai et, and it continues. Et panecha. Yisa Adonai et panecha. Lift up your face as part of the Birkat HaKohanim. So for this Torah portion, it's Sa'u, which is connected from the Hebrew root Nun, Sin, Aleph. And then for the Yivarechecha, it's Yisa, also Nun, Sin, Aleph. But obviously the verb conjugations change the form. I could go on and on about this because I love Hebrew grammar, but I'll save you from that as well. But there it's, in a sense, we can draw the connection that it's about lifting up your head to take your place in the community and in the presence of God. And I think that is so beautiful because the Israelites are there lifting up their heads to be counted. And it's not counted, we're not allowed in Judaism, we're not allowed to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you know how we count? Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Or if we're trying to count a minyan, we use Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom b'mromav. If you count the words of Oseh Shalom, it's 10. But you leave out Ve'imru Amen because that's really not part of the prayer. So because we recognize in Judaism that it's not just counting for the sake of counting and counting for the sake of having the numbers and the quantifiable numbers. It's about ensuring that we know the people in our community, that we know their neshama, we know their soul, that we know within ourselves, and when we look at the other person, we don't just see a number. So when I look at the congregation tonight, I don't see whether or not we're a fuller congregation or a smaller congregation from last week, but I look to see the faces of the people who are here, and that, to me, is what is so important. And I think there's a group of people this week who are so looking forward to and deserve and have the right to be counted. And I'm talking specifically this week of the National Reconciliation Week that Australia has been participating over to recognise the rights of the Aboriginal people or Indigenous Australians here in this great land of ours. And I loved their slogan, because each year, National Reconciliation Week, there's a different saying, but specifically this year, it said, the slogan for this week, grounded in truth, walking together with courage. And for me, it just struck such a deep chord of grounded in truth. What is the truth? And with the Jewish community, we know we're always trying to get our truth forward. And then walking together with courage. To not be afraid to step forward and to say, here I am. Don't just count me, but see me. And as David is saying, hineni, to use the Hebrew term, here I am. And so as we move into this Shabbat and into the next week, I challenge us not just to count how many people or how busy places may be or how empty, but when you look around a restaurant or if you happen to be amongst thousands at a footy stadium, because I know it's footy season, don't just look and see the 60,000 people that might be in the stadium. Look to try to see the people, the individuals, and to see their value. And that could be in a stadium, it could be in a classroom, it could be at work. And I think that if we can see their neshama, we can see the person, we can see their humanity, and that joins us forever. Shabbat Shalom. Now we're going to count the Omer. Gersh, can I have the blue folder so that we can also have the yard sites, please? So on page 570, we rise for the Omer, the counting of the Omer, with the blessing, Hinani Muchan Uzmuman L'Kayem Mitzvat Aseh Shel Sfirat HaOmer. I am ready to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the Omer, and we join together in the blessing, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, Asher Kidishanu Mitzvotav V'Tzivanu, Al Sfirat HaOmer. Hayom Shnayim V'Arba'im Yom Shehem Shisha Shavua LeOmer. Today is the 42nd day, which is 6 weeks of the Omer. Remain standing as we turn forward to Aleinu on page 586.
Elohenu
standing as we turn forward to page 598 for Kadisha Tom, the Mourner's Kaddish. For the week of Shiva, we remember Gloria Jane Joseph, Rachel Ray Nathan, and Sol Schachter. And for the Shloshim, the 30 days of mourning, we remember Rose Adler, Maria dos Años da Concierto Ribeiro, Robert James Lee Hawke, Laurie Gilbert Kay, Eddie Commissara, Victor Searle, George Shaw, Dorothy Wexler, and Jack Reuter. And the yard sites, the anniversaries of whose death fall on this Shabbat, we remember Shlomo Arad, Alfred Abrams, Nachum Berelovich, Ron Blashke, Douglas Charles Davis, Harold Davis, Melanie Sarah Demeter, Bernard Hendel, Sylvia Hoffman, Peter Huppert, Cloris Ignace, Sylvia Klein, Gregory Lascaris, Alexander Levy, Hannah Florence Levy, Henry Mitchell, Shirley Marks, Michael Matthias Pearl, Erhard Simon Pulver, Horna Schwarzer, Joshua Stupel, John Telecki, and Elvira Wilkin. If you'd like to remember the name of a loved one for Shiva, Shloshim, or Yahrzeit, I invite you to share their names out loud or in your hearts at this time. Zecher Tzadik Livracha, may the memory of the righteous be for a blessing as we join together in one voice as is our custom. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yamad divrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei, chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agalav v'zman kariv v'maru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei omayah, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitada v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei l'kudusha b'reichuhu, la'ela mikol berchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'miran v'yamah v'yimaru. Amen. Yehei shlam Rabba min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Hamakom yenachem echem b'toch sha'ah havlei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And we say, Amen. As we are seated, our President Rebecca is making her way to the bima for some announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi. And thank you, Ari, Ellie, Sharon, Tammy, and Patrick for your liturgy. What a wonderful ensemble. Thank you so much. And I hope you'll be back tomorrow morning, right? And welcome everyone, whether you are here for Shabbat, here in celebration, or here in memory of a loved one, or just to keep warm inside. You're almost welcome. Tomorrow we have a wonderful morning. Do please join us for Shabbat services, and at 12:30 Davir Abramovich from the Anti-Defamation Commission will be our speaker for Lunch and Learn. He will be discussing the rise in anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism. During the week, we're thrilled that Rabbi Levi has returned from Israel, and he will be leading the Parashat HaShavua on Tuesday night, and also Nash and Rush as usual on a Wednesday. On Thursday night, there is a session on a new program, Click and Connect, in partnership with B'nai B'rith and disadvantaged schools in Israel. We're providing children at risk with an opportunity to converse in English with a volunteer here in Australia via the internet. So if you'd like to volunteer, please do see Rabbi Ettlinger. We are only 1 week from Shavuot, and lots of things happening. So on Saturday, we'll be starting with family activities at 4:30, then evening services, and something about climbing the mountain will also be involved. Then our Tikkun Leil Shavuot will start at 7 o'clock, exploring the theme through Jewish texts, theme of belonging. Then we will have some personal stories, and later on, lessons learnt, a panel consisting of Sidra Mashinsky, Bernard Cortland and Rabbi Lazaro. And do, of course, bring your cheesecakes for the famous TBI cheesecake competition, as we will be eating cheesecake all through the evening. Many other things are happening in the next few weeks, so do please consult our website and your Collins Rail sheets. I thought it appropriate to make some music announcements. The weekend of the 21st and 22nd of June, we're very proud to announce that Yoel Sykes from Nava Tehillah in Israel will be joining us as musician in residence. So there'll be a wonderful Kabbalat Shabbat on the Friday night, the 21st of June. They will be presenting chanting and psalms, Shabbat prayers, some with melodies we know, some with original melodies. And then do come back on the Saturday afternoon, 6 o'clock, June the 22nd, for a Havdalah concert. Should be a really wonderful night, and these are free events for everyone. Do join us for Kiddush at the back of the hall after the final song, and please thank our security volunteers who are getting a bit wet outside, and kindly return your books to the trolley. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Rebecca. Our final song is Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. May God bring peace upon us, on page 657 at the bottom of the page.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Salam.
So if you'd like a whiskey to really warm your cockles, come and see me.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam,